We're going to also, for our ministry moment, we're going to talk about life groups. That's something that is going to be kicking off, and so you'll see the ministry moment slides. But we're also I've kind of made the whole presentation point form. So the idea is that it would get the information out and hopefully answer any questions that you have. And so we'll get right into these life group slides. And so the verses that I think God just continually brought to our minds, and just that we prayed through and just felt that was kind of a pivotal point, was Hebrews 10, verse 24 and 25. And let us consider how we may spur one another on towards love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. And so this is kind of the heart behind the life groups, is this gathering, this meeting together intentionally to care for each other, to connect with each other, and lead each other on in our faith walks. And so it's definitely been, I guess, a pivotal verse, you could say, in some of the planning. And so the purpose of life group ministry is to be a transformative community of HCF attendees that lives out the good news of Jesus Christ through caring for and serving one another, as well as the community around them, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. And so we desire to have these intentional groups where it's not about having one leader and people just show up to get fed, but rather that people are coming prepared. They're preparing their hearts to be a part of a group, to be a part of an intentional community. And so that's the heart behind these life groups. So the structure of the life groups will meet on the first Tuesday of each month. Life group leaders will be encouraged to initiate additional gatherings with their groups to create fellowship outside of regular monthly meetings. These could include fun nights, service opportunities in the community, or participating in existing church events together. Life groups will be multi-generational, as well as a mix of life experience. Life groups will meet in homes, not at the church, and it may not be the life group leader's home. So part of being in this group is that it's an opportunity to serve each other. And so one way you could serve those in your group might be to actually host it. If you're not, maybe leading isn't quite the comfortable spot for you, but maybe just opening your home to helping out the leader with hosting or other avenues within the group. Life groups will start with 8 to 10 adults, leaving some room to add more as people are interested. So, I'm not sure exactly what the sign-up will look like yet. And so our plan is to start with 8 to 10 people per group, or 4 to 5 couples, however that works out. But they will be capped at 12 adults, just to keep it a reasonable group size. Children are welcome to attend these life groups, with creating space for adults to talk without them at certain points. So we want to have both, where if you would like to have your children there, then that's great. But we also want to create some space where people can feel comfortable sharing some of their needs and be supported through prayer in that way as well. The material for the life groups will be provided by Pastor Rob or myself. And it's going to be structured around the sermon series we're doing in church. So we're hoping that this would be a place where we could dialogue and unpack more of what is being discussed here. We don't always have time for question and answers and stuff during the service, but we're hoping that some of that dialogue can continue through these life groups, and some more just focused time could be spent on individual points that's been covered in the service. And so as you guys are meeting, if there's questions coming up in life groups that are consistent, Pastor Rob would also love to do some additional teaching, whether it be videos he would put on the website or through the church email throughout the week. He would really enjoy doing those additional teachings as well. So what does a typical group or a typical life group evening look like? So it's going to have some time of just checking in with each other. Some personal check-in time. We said singing. It doesn't mean that you have to have a worship leader in your group. It might be playing worship music. It might just be having that music as a time of just kind of settling in and just shutting off some of the busyness of the week. Testimonies, as you guys feel like stepping out of your comfort zones, I think it's just a huge opportunity to share our faith stories together and share how God is at work in our lives. It's encouraging and it just brings brings people together really quickly. And then we'd obviously have the study material, and we'd close out these groups with a time of just some praise items and prayer requests as a way to cover each other in prayer. So some of the frequently asked questions that we've noticed just as we've been communicating with people about life groups. Why should I join a life group? That's been a big question. I think a life group is a perfect place for you to build meaningful relationships and grow your faith in an intimate and supportive environment. It'll encourage you to engage and unpack the messages from Sunday mornings, and it's a safe place to ask questions as you grow in your faith. You also have the opportunity to serve alongside each other and also support each other in challenging times. And in doing so, you can share the love of Christ with each other. Can I sign up with a friend? Yes. If you're attending by yourself, you could sign up with a friend as well, so that there's somebody of comfort that you're partnered with. Obviously, if you're married, you'll sign up with your spouse. It's not either or. And can I choose my life group leader? No. The desire here is that the congregation would get to know each other, especially people outside your normal friend groups. And so our plan, our intentions are to mix the groups so that we'd have different age demographics, different people connecting, and thus just building just deeper connections and relationships through the church body. If I missed the original sign up, can I still sign up? Yes, there will always be opportunities to get added to groups. However, why would you not want to start at the beginning? It's going to be great, and we'd love to have you guys all be a part of it right from the beginning. But that being said, we're always looking to plug people in. So that's always available as well. You have to share in the group. All members of the group are encouraged to share, but there's no obligation to share. It's completely up to each individual, but I just think it's so important to remember that you get what you give into anything, right? It's no different than anything else going on in church. If you just show up, and that's the level of involvement, that's also the level of relationship and experience you have. And so much like church, when you get involved in more things, you feel more a part of what's going on. And so I think the life groups are just going to be a smaller organism of that. Sign up. When does it start? So sign up is officially open as of this morning. Some of you saw the sign up sheets in the foyer on the little brown table. There was a sign up sheet. I saw a couple names on it. There's another one on the coffee bar in the link. And so those are open. We also are going to be sending out an email tomorrow to the whole church body, and there will be a link in there so you can sign up online. So it'll make it really easy. And so that's going out tomorrow. And so you can do it that way. If you'd rather just call the church office, you can do that. Talk to Charla or myself, and we'll get you added in as well. And so those will be the ways that you can sign up. I think we've made it as easy as possible. So we're going to have the sign up open until the end of the year, so end of December. At that point, we're actually going to start putting these groups together and moving forward with that. And so the planned launch date is the first Tuesday of February. So February 7th, 2023 is going to be the official first life group meeting night. And so, lastly, if you have any questions about life groups, we just invite you to come talk to one of us on the committee. So Audrey and myself are on the committee, as well as Jesse and Kirsten Rempel. And so come talk to one of us, and we'd love to answer any questions you have. And